What's happening, people? How are we? Full time. Liverpool 2. Southampton 1. Tough game. Again. Before we start, though, make sure you smash the like and share button. Always. Over to 500. We're getting there, people. We're getting there. So, 2-1 full time. Carabao Cup. At Anfield, under the lights. We go in with a heavily rotated side, as expected. We've got the likes of Marmadashvili coming in. Leone, Endo, Leone, Ngamoa, Curtis Jones, Gomez, them type of players. And then you've got the bench that have players like Bradley, Dans, Reece Williams, Cade Gordon. I don't think they featured last night, though. A couple of decent first teamers in there, though, as well. The likes of Robbo, who showed his experience last night once again. Endo, more of a rotation player. Chiesa, starting to work his way into the team, people. Hopefully, we'll get into his performance in a second. Isak, of course, scored last night. Fucking have some of that. Have some of that. I was made up with that. So anyway, the game itself. Now, we had the chance early on, like the first minute or two. Isak takes it into his stride, and then the keeper saves it, and it goes over. Not a bad effort, people. Not a bad effort. But then after that, Southampton was starting to build some momentum, starting to gain some control over the game somehow. He had a couple of chances, a couple of really good chances, actually. Remember the cross into the box and the header deflected off Gomez and went out. That was a big chance for them, but that's just as I got in because I missed the first half an hour. They had another big chance, hit the post, and then it comes back out. Open goal for the guy, whatever his name was, I can't remember. One of their forwards, anyway, I think. Heads it wide, open goal, people. That should have been 1-0 to them at that point. And then, obviously, literally, I think a minute later, something like that, Chiesa nicks the ball off Southampton because they're trying to play it out from the back, thinking there's some sort of prime Pep Barcelona team. It ain't happening. You ain't that team. So why are you trying that? So they paid the price ultimately for that. And I'm glad they did. You know what I'm saying? That's just Southampton summed up. They can't be playing out from the back with players like that. No offence, but come on, just hoof it long. You know what I'm saying? But, it cost them a goal. I was made up about it. I was absolutely buzzing last night when Isak scored. Obviously, Chiesa nicks it. Brilliant from him, by the way. Brilliant from him. He gets the first assist for the goal, puts it across the goal. Isak, one touch in the back of the net, had no doubt in my mind whatsoever. And I'm sure a lot of you never either. I was going to bury that. And he did. Such a cool finish. Then we got to see the bit of at Anfield, Annie Road end, the knee slide, the guns, you know what I'm saying? Class. I loved it. I loved that goal. Loved the celebration. Made up, he's off the mark in the pool colours now. Fucking love it. Boss. Anyway, second half. Right, before we go to the second half, I thought Endo was a bit sloppy in the first half. I thought Gomez was a bit sloppy. But second half, I thought Endo got a lot better. Thought he was making some good tackles. Wasn't doing too bad at all, people. Gomez was on and off all game, on and off. You could hear the crowd shouting him to shoot every opportunity he got, which is crazy. So as the game goes on, I feel like Ngamoa was really getting into his stride. Every time, we're playing the ball out to him quite a lot on the left. He had very, very quick feet. It's really hard to get the ball off him. I thought he was really coming to life in the second half. Very impressive. And then he gets took off. So he gets took off. And then our subs last night, Dan's, Bradley, Ekatike, Kirkes. We'll get on to Ekatike in a minute, people, because as you all know, we'll get into that. Obviously, Isak was off for half time as well. You could see him doing sprints up and down the touchline and that. Sorry, not the touchline, across the pitch. A little warm up for him at half time. We're trying to keep him in tip top condition, people, because it's going to take a while before he's up to full strength. But when he is, he's going to be a demonic striker. He really is. He really, really is, people. And I'm looking forward to it. But he's still looking decent now. Very decent, considering he's had no pre-season, ain't played properly for months. And now he's slowly working his way back into the game. I'm happy with him so far, people. Of course, yeah, I rate that striker so highly. It's unbelievable. That was literally my favourite non-Liverpool player. And then we went out and bought him at the time before we had him. And he went out and bought him. That's why I was so hyped about it. It was unreal. Okay, so anyway, they get their equaliser, but just a bozo moment, a proper bozo moment, comes off Endo, they score. And I was like, Endo, you just undone all your hard work in the second half for that. And then after that happened, obviously, Ekatike and the likes were already on the pitch. I was like, we're going to win it late again. This is what we do. But at the same time, I was a bit cautious going, do not let another goal win against these, because it could have very well happened. By the way, big shame about Leone. He was fantastic last night, can I just say? Fantastic. Just very composed on the ball. Very composed on the ball. He was playing well, people. He was playing well. And then obviously he, unfortunate, man, looked like a bad injury. It really did. And you can tell a lot by a player's expression how bad the injury is going to be sometimes. So we're just awaiting the scan results on that to see how that goes. Hopefully it goes well. But judging by his reaction, how much pain he was in, it don't look good. Don't look good at all, people. And it's sad to see because, there's a player right there. Indeed. I was impressed with what I seen last night from him. And that puts us down to 3 centre-halves now, by the way. Van Dijk, Canate, who's a little bit injury-prone as well. Gomez, we know he's massively injury-prone. Keep that guy in bubble wrap if we need to stop him getting injured. Obviously, Endo can play there. Robertson can play there. But that's not the point. 3 main centre-halves now to last us until January if we decide to go out and get Gay, for example, or someone else. An emergency centre-back, if you like. And we've got a lot of games coming up, people. Tough run as well. You know what I'm saying? Tough run. But then again, we all play the same team twice anyway in the league. Some Champions League games are tough as well, people. In fact, they're all tough. Europe's best, isn't it? Competing against each other. So that's it, people. That was unfortunate. So Ekatike gets his goal. It's a tap in. Squared by Chiesa. By the way, that touch by Chiesa to set the goal up as well. To square it across. Fantastic. He was dangerous last night, I can't lie. That guy is hungry. He wants to get in that team. You know what I'm saying? He wants to get in that team. He's trying hard, people. He's giving it everything. The fans are really taking to it. We're taking to it. We're loving it. You know what I mean? Just big ups to that guy. Honest to God. Can't question that mentality. He's been left out the Champions League squad. He said, okay, sound cool. I'll get my chance in the Carabao Cup in the league then, and I'll show you what I can do. Long may he continue, people. Give him more games. I want to see him feature more. He's looking like he's been in the best shape that he's been in for a long time. And that's good. That's really good. We've looked after him. He's starting to get some games this season, and I'm liking the look of it. So he sets up the second goal. Ekatike, who was already booked for descent, by the way, I think he was booting the ball away, takes his top off against Southampton at home. Takes his top off, giving it Messi and all that. You know what I'm saying? Giving it all. What are you doing? What are you doing? 2-1 against the Championship side at home in the 3rd round of the League Cup. Absolute divvy. What is he playing at? And now he's out for Saturday against Palace, which is a very, very tough game, people. Very, very tough game. And if that costs us, I swear down, I will be fuming. But then again, people, we have Isak. So you know what I mean? I just can't believe that, though. That's just a proper bozo moment right there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see any sense in that, unless he had a moment of madness and forgot he was already booked. Like, you could even see Frimpong from his reaction when he scored. He was like, what are you doing? You're going to get sent off. Sent off. Down to 10 men. Just as well we seen the game out, innit? He owes his teammates all of his wages for that. You know what I'm saying? That was just wrong. Absolutely wrong. Anyway, hope it doesn't cost us. That was stupid. Hopefully he never, ever does that again. Swear down. Like last night, when I watched it live, I was like, that is really fucking stupid. I've slept on it. I thought about it today. And I've realised it's even more fucking stupid. I'm even swearing now. Because it's winding me up talking about it. Just a pointless suspension for one game against Palace, which is a tough game. It's a tough game. So why is he doing that? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, we'll leave it there. We won the game. Weren't convincing. but there's a few standouts. Leone was decent last night, by the way, but it was a heavily rotated team. I didn't expect it to be great, so good at all. Sorry about that, people. Just have to pause for a minute. They weren't good at all. So it is what it is anyway. It is what it is. We won the game. We're through to the next round. See who we get. And yeah, crack on, people. Let's crack on. On we go. Up the Reds. Up the Reds. Peace out, people. I'll see you on the weekend. There's boxing on, I believe. And we've got Newcastle Arsenal. I doubt I'll be back for the Palace Liverpool game, but I will get my preview out before Saturday. So make sure you tune into that. And peace. Have a good one. Have a good rest to your week. Peace.